2 years ago, the Patriots were broken. The dynasty was dust, the locker room divided, the post-Brady hangover hit harder than anyone imagined. But every empire has its rebuilder, and his name is Drake Maye. What started as a rookie survival season has become something far bigger, with a reloaded roster, a real head coach, and a young quarterback playing like he's seen this story before. New England isn't rebuilding anymore, they're reloading. And it's time we talk seriously about just how good the Patriots are again. I guess it should come as no surprise that the franchise that enjoyed a 2-decade-long dynasty didn't have to wait that long to get themselves back on track. Bad teams stay bad because of poor ownership and organizational dysfunction. Just look at the New York Jets and Cleveland Browns, for example. Over in the Big Apple, you've got Woody Johnson assessing potential trade candidates by their Madden rating and publicly criticizing young men on his payroll to the media. Then in Cleveland, you've got Jimmy Haslam butting in and forcing a trade for Deshaun Watson, then handing him a fully guaranteed $230 million contract. There are no such problems in New England. Okay, so Robert Kraft's handpicked successor for Bill Belichick didn't exactly go to plan, but he recognized that and cut his losses early, paving the way for the perfect replacement. Mike Vrabel did a mighty fine job in Tennessee as their head coach, taking them to the AFC Championship game in 2019 and winning them their first division title in over a decade in 2020. He then made it back-to-back AFC South crowns in 2021. Unfortunately, things went downhill from there, not helped by a general manager who decided that trading away A.J. Brown was a good idea. After a year off, Vrabel is now back in the business, and he couldn't have asked for a better landing spot. Equally, the Patriots couldn't have asked for a better fit at head coach. As a former linebacker who won 3 Super Bowls under Bill Belichick, Vrabel has a strong rooting in the Patriot way. Except, as someone who is 20 years younger than Belichick, he's able to fine-tune that Patriot way for the modern era of the NFL. This team needed a strong leader who would hold players accountable, make sure they were fully prepared for game day, and believe, once again, that they could actually win games. It's clear that Vrabel has already done that with these 2025 New England Patriots looking like a totally different operation to the disorganized and unprepared unit that took to the field in 2024. What stands out with this team, from watching behind-the-scenes clips and mic'd-up segments, is how Vrabel is encouraging everyone to praise their teammates. He demands full commitment, but is also willing to celebrate when good things happen. Of course, it is easier to make your mark like this when you actually have talent on the roster. To be fair to Drake Maye, that's something he lacked. Under him, the Patriots had tried out 10 different offensive line combinations by the halfway point of the season, to no avail. On top of that, the receiving room lacked reliable and dangerous playmaking options, and the defense was also severely depleted, especially with Christian Barmore missing out most of the season with blood clots. The bottom line is, this was one of the weakest rosters in the entire NFL. The only reason they were remotely watchable was because of a certain quarterback, who they took 3rd overall in the 2024 NFL Draft. After generational quarterback prospect Caleb Williams went off the board 1st overall, and Jaden Daniels went 2nd, the New England Patriots had to settle for Drake Maye. I say that with an element of sarcasm, because there is a strong argument to be made now that that order should have been reversed. Certainly New England fans are feeling pretty happy with their sophomore quarterback. Maye made the most of an awful situation last year. He looked good despite operating behind an offensive line that couldn't block anyone, and despite throwing to playmakers who would have struggled to be a third option on other offenses. Still, he passed for over 2,200 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, on a 66.6% completion rate. Not only that, but he added over 400 yards and 2 more touchdowns as a runner. So yes, the early signs were promising, but of course, as with most rookie quarterbacks, there were some areas that needed to be improved. Most notably, Maye needed to cut down on his turnovers. Thankfully, this is one area in particular that he has vastly improved in 2025. In 2024, he threw 10 interceptions to his 15 touchdowns, with PFF attributing 16 turnover-worthy plays to him at a 3.5% turnover-worthy play rate. Obviously, he deserves some benefit of the doubt considering he was a rookie, and because he was playing with a lackluster array of offensive weapons and behind a dismal offensive line. But still, that 3.5% turnover-worthy play rate was the 5th worst among quarterbacks who played at least 10 games in the 2024 season. In 2025, his turnover-worthy play rate after the first 7 games of the season sat at just 1.9%. That is the 8th best among quarterbacks who have played in at least 3 games. That is a significant improvement, especially for a player like Maye, who is always willing to take risks and has all of the talent to do so. His ability to extend plays, throw on the move, and even execute little pop passes in the pocket are the kind of plays that have got countless quarterbacks in trouble over the years. Many quarterbacks can't play with that freedom and creativity, but Maye does. And his ability to make something special from absolutely nothing means that you can live with the occasional mistakes when they happen. Even so, it is great to see that number come down a bit, reflecting a quarterback who is making good decisions and delivering the ball efficiently this season. So, Drake Maye is protecting the ball much better this time around, and this improvement as a passer has also seen him enjoy a significant jump up in completion rate. In fact, in a Week 7 win over the Tennessee Titans, Maye broke Tom Brady's franchise record for single-game completion rate with 91.3%. That took him to 75.2% over those first 7 games of the season, which was the very best in the entire NFL. Obviously, there is still a long way to go. But this incredible efficiency reflects a quarterback who is seeing the field much better and delivering the ball with really impressive accuracy. Obviously, a big reason behind this increase in passing efficiency is the improved weapons around him. Stefon Diggs didn't exactly jump off the screen as the sexiest of wide receiver signings for New England, considering he was coming off a torn ACL and entering his age 31 season, but any concerns have already been laid to rest. He looks well on track for a 1,000-yard season, which no Patriots receiver even came close to in 2024. It is remarkable how quickly Maye has built up chemistry with his veteran receiver, as was proven by one of the throws of the season in Week 5 against the Buffalo Bills. This just so happened to be Drake's first ever primetime appearance, and he smashed it out of the park, downing the reigning MVP and his Buffalo Bills. That throw wasn't a one-off either. Maye has been slinging it deep all season, operating as one of the best deep passers in the league. Stefon Diggs has played a big part in helping make that happen, but his presence has also made life easier for the rest of New England's pass catchers. Kayshon Boutte in particular has taken a significant step forward, looking like a contested catch machine and legitimate deep threat over the first half of the season. Hunter Henry is still doing his thing, and Demario Douglas and Mac Hollins have come up with a couple of big plays each themselves. The one disappointment for this receiving room, and the offense in general, would have to be the lack of impact felt by the rookie skill players. TreVeyon Henderson couldn't have had much more hype considering his status as a high second-round pick, and because his first touch of the preseason was an electric kick return touchdown. Then you have third-round wide receiver Kyle Williams, who is a draft darling as one of the best separators in the class. Unfortunately, neither player has made their mark yet, with Henderson unable to earn himself a bigger role in the backfield, and with Kyle Williams barely able to get on the field at all. Still, it is way too soon to be writing rookies off just yet, and the fact that neither player has been that involved so far should just give New England fans even more excitement about how much better this offense can still get. One place that a rookie presence has been felt significantly is along the offensive line, which was, of course, one of the team's biggest weaknesses in 2024. So the Patriots front office spent the 4th overall pick on LSU's Will Campbell and a 3rd-round pick on Jared Wilson, an interior offensive lineman from Georgia. Being able to keep 2 rookies next to each other on the line for this long is a positive sign in and of itself. Free agent signing Morgan Moses has been a significant upgrade and reliable presence at right tackle, and Garrett Bradbury has been solid as a free agent center. Upgrading this unit really was an essential priority of the offseason, and New England can say with confidence that they have absolutely done that. Now, as one of the weakest rosters in the entire NFL, significant upgrades were needed on the defense as well. And just like the offensive line, the new additions here also have to go down as hits. Milton Williams was the big money signing, coming in to create a formidable defensive tackle pairing alongside Christian Barmore. Those two have been incredibly impressive, as have free agent signings Harold Landry and Robert Spillane, who have been regularly sticking their name onto the box score with tackles and sacks. When you then add in cornerback Carlton Davis as another smart free agent signing, you get a much upgraded unit. Especially when you consider that existing talent like Christian Barmore and Christian Gonzalez are some of the best at their positions, and Marcus Jones has been playing top-tier football as well, yet another impactful corner. There is now a good mix of veteran experience and talent with up-and-coming young players, and the Pats are seeing the benefit of this already. New England were the 22nd ranked scoring defense in 2024, but are now sitting inside the top 10. It certainly seems like the Mike Vrabel impact is starting to be felt. And that is the scary thing about this. This version of the New England Patriots is only just getting started. For as good as the upgrades have been on either side of the ball, there is still room for plenty more improvement, and the Patriots are projected to have another impressive pile of cash to spend in 2026 free agency. And frankly, they should go all out. The starting quarterback on a rookie contract is the ultimate golden ticket in the NFL, particularly when they are impressing as much as Drake Maye is. He is looking like an MVP candidate in 2025, so the New England Patriots front office should absolutely be motivated to pack out this roster and try to make the most of it in 2026. Miami and New York both look like they are destined for more pain over the years to come, and New England have already proven that they can beat these Buffalo Bills. There is a great opportunity to make some noise in the AFC East and potentially further beyond that, and New England would be silly not to try and capitalize on this moment. The Patriots are no longer chasing their past, they're building a new future. A ruthless defense, a fearless young quarterback, a head coach who bleeds the Patriot way, but coaches like it's 2025. Maybe it's too early to call it a dynasty, but not too early to say it's coming. So what do you think? Are we watching the next great New England run begin? Let us know in the comments.